Hey everybody, it's Anakin with TGN. You know, I put out a video just a few days ago about Black Ops, and you know, kind of my, mostly my reasoning for not playing it anymore. I got a ton of feedback. Oddly enough, I actually thought that, you know, it was going to be a fairly heated topic, you know, once again getting into the whole argument of, like, you know, Treyarch versus Infinity Ward, Black Ops versus Modern Warfare, you know, the list goes on and on. However, I actually got a lot of pretty positive feedback about people either feeling the same way I did or experiencing a lot of the same things, you know, that I brought up. But, you know, anyway, you know, I wanted to talk again a little bit about Modern Warfare 3 coming up and some of the things that I'm hoping for that, you know, move over from Modern Warfare 2 into 3 that weren't really present in Black Ops. Again, one of the things that I, you know, again, this is not a complaint, you know, about Black Ops. This is just something that I personally missed, and it actually affected my gameplay. And some of you actually noticed this, and many of you who follow me, you actually know my play style. So one of the things that I constantly do in Modern Warfare 2, and this is still to this day, I shoot through any and every material that is put in front of me, even concrete. Okay, I will plow through it if I can, because every single gun that I run, I don't care, even the PP2000, okay, I run FMJ on everything. You know, oh, look at this clown. Dude, okay, here he comes again. Oh, brother. It's a team deathmatch. What was he doing over there? Anyway, the deal is I do so much, you know, of FMJ stuff that when I went over to Black Ops, you know, they changed it to where, what was it, hardened, I guess, you know, and I didn't like the perk. I liked the gun option. You know, I want the guns to have, you know, to have the FMJ option. But, you know, that's fine. You know, I guess, you know, if it's got to be a perk or something like that, I'm okay with that. But I certainly liked it better as an actual gun accessory. It kind of makes more sense as a gun accessory. But you'll notice in this game, the reason I chose this game to post, it's a pretty good overall game. You know, I don't always do... Oh, God dang it, I thought I was up against that doorway and I was trying to get through it. But anyway, the reason I chose this is because in this game particularly, there are just... It's example after example of me shooting through materials, walls, buildings, concrete, door, you know, wood, metal, it doesn't matter. I'm constantly doing it. And as somebody passes by a door frame, or if I see them, you know, run around a corner, I just constantly... Ooh, that guy was probably mad. I'm constantly firing, and I'm tracking the person, regardless of whether I can see them or not, and I just keep on shooting. And, you know, particularly the TAR-21, which is, again, you know, I've mentioned this before, this is the reason that I use this gun more than anything else. In Modern Warfare 2 was because with the, you know, with the FMJ on, look at this, right through that wall right there. With the FMJ on, through walls, the damage is still enough to be able to take most people out with, you know, with a good volley. Look at this, here we go again, shooting through the wall, and even then I ran out of bullets and I still, you know, tagged the guy through the wall after that. And, you know, this, and then the PP2000, you're going to see here in a minute, I think I end up, you know, just plowing through a wall with it too, you know, and the PP2000 isn't even that, you know, isn't even that powerful of a gun. But that's another thing that I'm kind of hoping for in Modern Warfare 3. Some of the class setups that I would do a lot of is I would always choose an automatic weapon with FMJ for my, you know, for my primary, and then I would end up choosing a machine pistol with FMJ for my secondary. You know, and the way I looked at it, it was basically like the overkill perk, you know, from Modern Warfare, the first one. But I just had a slightly less powerful gun for my secondary. So it always made perfect sense to me to do that. And look, you know, I don't know what's wrong with me. I keep getting... Oh, look at this. I needed a gun, by the way. I was completely out of ammo, and I went and took that guy, knifed him and took his gun. But anyway, you know, I keep getting caught. For whatever reason, I don't know why this is. I keep getting caught on these little edges. And the thing is, you know, something good about Black Ops, I don't even know how much I feel about this, but you know, I never remembered seeing. Oh, you're about to see a fail here. Look at this, fail. I let that guy in front of me go up that ladder. Then look what happens. He kills me right off the roof. Talk about absolute fail on my part. But you know what I was about to say is that one thing about Black Ops that I don't recall very much was getting hung up on the maps. You know, it seems like the Infinity Ward map designs had a lot more hard edges, a lot more jagged edges that you could kind of get hung up on. And Black Ops maps flowed a little bit better. I'm not going to say great, but it did seem like their flow was a little bit better to at least get around stuff. You know, there was no just straight out stopping point. Look at this. I don't know what happened there. I just walked right past him. He walked past me, but it looked like he had his commando going on there. So, but you know, some of the things that I'm really hoping for about, you know, MW3, you know, look, we're right there again, through the wall, through the concrete wall, no less, up on that balcony. But you know, I'm really hoping that the FMJ, you know, not only becomes a gun, you know, a gun accessory again versus a perk, but I really hope that the actual bullet penetration to the different materials is more like MW2, if not exactly the same. Because I ended up, you know, basing my play style around that game feature. And I felt like it was very important. And it, you know, it's weird, and I want you guys to respond back in the comments about this. I felt like, gosh dang it, you know, those stupid bombers. That's one thing I hope they don't bring back. But anyway, I want you guys to reply back in the comments. Did you, you know, and be honest about this, you know, did you actually take advantage of the bullet penetration, the way the game engine worked with Modern Warfare 2? Did you really take advantage of that, or is that something that really I kind of ran with on my own? You know, I'm kind of curious about that. Everybody who's watched me, especially since back in the day when I first started my channel, it was like something I just, you know, I really manipulated that, you know, that part of the game. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.